Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt review time again. And this time I'm super excited because I've got a brand new seller I haven't seen anyone review yet, and that's Ferryman Gold Prospecting. Now this seller is out of Illinois. They say in their About Me page that they moved to Arizona for a while and fell in love with the whole gold thing. But now that they're back in Illinois, they're selling Paydirt. And they have two different bags to choose from. They have a Michigan bag and a California bag. And they both bags have you can choose between a 1/4 gram, 1/2 gram, or 1 gram variants. And for this review, I chose the 1 gram California bag. And the reason for that is because it was listed as an intermediate bag, while the Michigan bag was listed as a harder bag. And I just think most people will probably gravitate to the intermediate bag, so that's what I'll be reviewing today. Now, I will be reviewing the Michigan bag on one of my Tuesday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode number 162. So if you're watching this video later, you can just go back through all my live shows for episode 162, and that one I will be panning out the Michigan bag, so you can see how that one is compared to this one. So again, I'm pretty excited for this. Let's just flash up the description, go to the overhead, and check out this bag a little bit closer. As you saw, a pretty basic description. It does tell you where it's from and that it weighs up 2 pounds, which we'll check now. And there you go, 2 pounds, 1.2 ounces. Also says it is classified down to 1/2 inch, but there might be some bigger rocks in there, and that it should be pretty intermediate in the difficulty. But let's just open it up, see. There we go. I will rinse out this bag before the end of the video just in case any gold got trapped in it. And here we go. Here's the material. Looks like California material. It does have some bigger rocks, bigger than 1/2 inch, but not many. Like, pretty okay with the description. Looks like it's mostly been classified down and maybe 1 or 2 extra rocks in there. And let's check it, see if there's any magnetite. They do state in the description that it might have some, but... And it does have a little bit. It doesn't have too much, so it does look like it is heavy in black sand, so it's just all going to be hematite, not magnetite, so you won't be able to pick it up with a magnet. And now I'm going to go classify this material down so we can see what different sizes of material comes in, as well as later on in the video what sizes the gold comes in. Okay, all done classifying everything down. And as you can see, pretty equal amounts in these 3 classifications in the +10, but in the -10, +20, there's definitely a lot less material. The -20, +40, and the -40, all these 3 are pretty equal. And again, that one's a little shy. So I'm going to be really curious where the gold is. Based on the description, I'm going to guess it's probably going to be in these 3 classifications. I am hoping there's not too much in the -40, because then it really won't be easy or intermediate Paydirt. If there's a couple little specks in there that might be natural or something like that, or just thrown in for the people that want to find something a little bit hard, I won't be disappointed. But the only way to really find out is to go pan it out. So let's go get some water and do just that. Well, finished panning everything out as you saw, and that was some fairly easy Paydirt to go through, but we'll talk about that in a minute. For right now, let's show you the gold I found. And I did find gold in every classification, even the -40, but only one little piece that's not even going to budge the scale. The vast majority of what I found was obviously in the larger classifications, and most of it seems to have been in the +10. Let's fire up the scale. We'll weigh this up and see if we got the 1 gram that we were guaranteed. We're going to start with the +10 and just start adding everything to it. So pretty much got it all in the +10. There you go, 0.975. And we'll just start adding to see how much over the 1 gram we get. There we go, 1.095. And lastly, that huge nugget in the -40. And look at that, it did budge the scale, 1.140 grams. Now for this California bag from Ferryman Gold Prospecting, it was pretty easy to go through. There was 2 pounds of material, but it didn't have very much in the way of black sands. And even if there was a lot of black sands, there was so little gold in the -40, 1 piece. The majority of the gold was in the +10. For a beginner, I would give this a medium. It's pretty low on the scale for a medium, but there is some smaller gold and there is 2 pounds of material. So for a beginner, low on the scale, medium, but for an advanced or expert panner, this is easy material to go through. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. Now again, I went through a 1 gram California bag from ferrymangoldprospecting.com, and it was obviously guaranteed 1 gram of gold. Its cost was $80, shipping was $10.40 for a grand total of $90.40. Now, as you saw earlier in this video, I recovered 1.140 grams of gold, and gold spot on the day that this was purchased by my secret shopper was $73.64. Yeah, this Paydirt's been sitting on my shelf for a little bit, and gold spot has gone up, but it was $73.64 on the day of purchase, making the gold I found worth $83.95, giving me an ROI of 92.87%, or on my scale, a 9.3. So a great ROI from a really new seller, and I was really impressed with that. Typically, you don't get this high of an ROI from new sellers, and I really enjoyed it. Now for fun factor, I'm going to leave it the same as a 9.3. There was nothing to wow me or take away from that score, so 9.3. For Paydirt description, this is their downfall. They're only getting a 6. It's not a horrible description, but their description for their Michigan bag is actually a little bit better, so they could definitely add a little bit more information here, but it is a 6. Quantity and packaging is a 9.5. 10 for quantity because it was over the 2 pounds stated, and for packaging it comes in a typical coffee bag, but they do double bag it. They put it inside of a Ziploc bag before they ship it to you, so he's getting a 9.5 for quantity and packaging. And lastly, for customer service and shipping, he's getting a 10. 10 for customer service. His customer service was excellent to my secret shopper as well as from my dummy email account, and it shipped out incredibly fast. So total score for Ferryman Gold Prospecting's 1 gram California bag is an 8.8. A really good score for a new seller. I really enjoyed this bag of Paydirt. It was really easy, but again, this Tuesday we'll be going through his hard Michigan bag, and we'll have to see how that one is. But this one I was pretty impressed. Now, would I order this bag of Paydirt again or recommend it? Yeah, most definitely. In fact, I noticed that I am shooting this video 2 weeks in advance, but as of right now, gold spot is over $75, and his prices are the exact same. They're still $80 for a 1 gram bag of Paydirt, so the ROI would actually be a lot closer to a 100% ROI. So I definitely would recommend this Paydirt seller while his prices are still at this price, and he still has some in stock. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Happy panning, and if you're not already a subscriber, think about hitting that subscribe button below.